Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Lewis Sports Network. It is your boy Lewis, and I'm back with another heavy hitter banger with yet another video. So make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification. Make sure that the notifications are coming in. Make sure to share the videos and make sure to comment down below, man. Truly appreciate it. So the topic of the day, man. So I know ESPN and a lot of these streaming services, channels are showing and a lot of the networks and people on TV are showing the passing of Kobe Bryant, and they're doing the tribute to him and Gigi. What I don't like is the fact that a lot of these fake dudes, especially with the fact that ESPN is doing this, the same dudes that have criticized Kobe Bryant for so many years, have the audacity to try to commemorate his career by, doing this tribute for him when they really didn't give a damn about him. And which is why this brings me to the woman by the name of Rachel Nichols. You see, this is nothing against Rachel Nichols personally. This is her job as a journalist. She is not good at her job when it comes to basketball. And you could probably I don't know if people have probably not liked her, maybe in other sports, I don't know. But when it comes to basketball, she talks to a lot of these NBA players who've played the game like if she's best friends with them, and you can see how thirsty she gets. This woman says that LeBron should be the MVP because of what he's had to deal with this season and what the team has had to deal with, and with the passing of Kobe Bryant. This was in an interview that she did with Draymond Green. And I'm watching that ESPN video because it came out in my suggested feed on the YouTube channel. And I'm watching and I'm hearing Draymond. She asked him, who do you think has been the best player and deserves the MVP so far? He went Giannis Antetokounmpo. He says, clearly Giannis, clearly. You're talking about a guy who's got the Bucks at a 48-8 record, a guy who's averaging 30 points, 14 rebounds, and damn near 6 assists, on the best team who are on pace to win 70 games. Now, I don't think it's going to happen, but, they're on pace to win the 70 games. That's how special they've been. Really, without a legit other superstar or real second star, even though Chris Middleton has made the All-Star team twice, you don't consider him as kind of like a big-time number two to really take over a game if a Giannis Antetokounmpo were to be out or to sit down, which tells you the value of output that Giannis has on this basketball team. And he's doing this within a system, too. What I don't like is, why does LeBron get to be the MVP because of someone's tragic death? This is what I continue to tell people all the time, that, win one for Kobe, win one for Kobe. What I'm trying to tell you is this is why the media continues to push LeBron a lot. People keep talking about, LeBron haters this, LeBron haters that. LeBron is one of the greatest to ever play. The problem is, every single day I got to hear that he's the greatest player of all time. I got to hear he's the greatest of all time. Nick Wright was doing it this morning. And when I get back to Rachel Nichols, she's saying that, LeBron deserves to be the MVP because of how, what the Lakers have had to deal with as a team this season, with the passing of Kobe Bryant. Some people are saying, you mean some people as in you, Rachel Nichols? I mean, you are part of one of LeBron's groupies in the media, right? Don't you see how thirsty you get every time you do an interview with LeBron? Did y'all notice that? To my subs? Did y'all notice how thirsty she gets when she talks about him? This is the same chick. I don't even know how she even gets to vote for all defensive teams. Because remember, this is the same woman who kept Avery Bradley and Klay Thompson off the all-defensive team. Avery Bradley is a first-team all-league defender. Normally. And I noticed that when I was watching that segment a couple of years back, when Klay Thompson didn't make the all-defensive team, she was saying how she voted for Klay Thompson when she clearly didn't vote for him. And I noticed that when Steven Jackson and Amin, who used to work for the Phoenix Suns, and I think he was the general manager or he was the vice president of basketball operations. No, I think that was Steve Kerr, and I think he was GM. But my point is, when those guys talked about it, look at that. Steven Jackson, who was teammates, I think Danny Green made the all-defensive team, and Steven Jackson could tell you firsthand about Danny Green because he played with him with the Spurs, and he's played against him. And he said Danny Green should not have made it over Avery Bradley. You're talking about guys like Paul George, Avery Bradley, Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson. And Rachel Nichols didn't vote for not one of them. And I know, and I was watching, and I'm like, when the topic was brought up, she had nothing to say, and she stood quiet the whole time. And she does her little fake laugh, like, she's like, ah, ha, 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 ha. You see, but when I talk about her as a journalist, there will be some people who are going to change the narrative, and they're going to say, well, Lewis, you're hating on her, and then you're going to make it a gender issue when this is about her job as a journalist. This has nothing to do with her being a woman. I don't know Rachel personally. For me to be getting on her because she's a woman, it's got nothing to do with that. This is about professionalism. This is about her job. And I'm saying her job, she's not good because she's very biased. And you can clearly see it, and you can clearly hear it in the words that she always says when it comes to topics around the league. This is the same chick that when Russell Westbrook won the MVP, she says that we don't give it to the best player on the best team. This was the year that Russell averaged a triple-double. They were showing some kind of stat, and pretty much just about every single MVP that has won, their team has had the best record or one of the top 3 records in basketball. Russell Westbrook's MVP season, his Thunder were 6th in the conference in the West. East or West? I think of Kobe, the year he won his MVP. The Lakers went to the NBA Finals. LeBron James had the best record back-to-back years when he won his MVPs in Cleveland. He took his team. They had the best record. Unfortunately, they didn't go as deep. Well, in 2009, they went deep to the Eastern Conference Finals. They almost went to the finals. But then when he won with the Miami Heat back-to-back years, the Heat went to the NBA Finals. It was like Russell Westbrook was the only exception because he averaged a triple-double. So Rachel, she's nothing but fake news, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, she's using Kobe Bryant's death as a way to boost LeBron James. And then you wonder, and this is why, and look, I try my hardest not to try to talk about LeBron, but this is the problem. LeBron has part of the blame because he loves to feed into the narrative, and he lets the narratives go. But people keep wondering why LeBron gets hate. I told you, he has a chemical balance of love and hate. He does. He has chemical balance of love and hate. And why? This is why we got to think in basketball 505. People are like, I don't think there was a basketball level beyond 303. Shout out to He Knows the Sport, because 3 is a number of confirmation. But I said for Kobe Bryant, I said the number 5 is confirmation. 5 in the number of championships. Like he did when that fan trolled him, and this was a Laker fan. Exactly. So right here on the Lewis Sports Network, 5 is a confirmation for the number of championships in dedication to Kobe. Rest in peace to you, Gigi, and the 7 other victims. But this is why I don't like these media heads. Nick Wright, this clown, was also talking about how LeBron is the greatest ever when he goes, yes, we talking about Gonzo. We talking about Gonzo? Yeah, we talking about Gonzo. Yeah. The question was this morning, it was about the Philadelphia 76ers losing by 21 against the Milwaukee Bucks, and Joel Embiid was 5 of 18 for 17 points. Giannis had 31 points and 17 rebounds. The question was Giannis, is he the best player in the game right now? Nick Wright goes, well, yeah, we know that LeBron. We know LeBron is the greatest player ever. He's been the best player for 9 years. He's been the best player for 10 years since he came into the NBA about 2007. Since 2010, for the last decade, for the last 13, 14, 15. You see how Nick Wright constantly changes? And I'm not a big fan of, what is his name? Vince Goodwill, when he comes on, because he's a beta too. But my problem is, when you look at First Things First, that's a show full of betas. Jenna, Nick, and whatever guest likes to come in, depending on who it is sometimes. But that show is full of beta. That's a beta male and a beta female. That show lacks alpha. The Book of Alpha is what I kept saying. How to reel in betas, man, when it comes to beta tendencies, man. The Book of Alpha. And what am I telling you, ladies and gentlemen? That Nick Wright continues to spit narratives about LeBron James. This is what people don't want to understand. So when I see this the commemorative ceremony in memory of Kobe Bryant, it's BS. BS. All these guys attacked him while he was alive, and Rachel Nichols out here showing fake love about talking about how she personally got to meet Kobe back in '96 or whatever, or she talks about Kobe's love for his daughters. That's all fake love because Rachel Nichols was criticizing Kobe and bashing him while she was on the ESPN network. And now you got the nerve to say that LeBron deserves the MVP because Kobe Bryant passed away? So because of all these narratives, this is why LeBron gets criticized the way he does. It's because of you clowns. You guys don't get it. If you guys would stop being biased, if you guys would stop pushing agendas, maybe people wouldn't be so hard on LeBron. And the thing is also, LeBron doesn't make it any better on himself. So people are like, oh, LeBron can't win. Part of it is your boy, LeBron. I mean, it's to the point that Skip and Shannon had a topic about should LeBron run for president in 2028 and he make a great president. Really? This dude don't even know politics and you talking about he make a great president. Oh, well, look at Donald Trump. I get it. I get it. Listen, man, Donald Trump, he's a president because he loves white supremacy. LeBron James does not know a goddamn thing about politics, and he's not going to serve better as president of the United States. The political system is corrupt. So no matter who you think is going to be president, they're just going to be part of the problem. So you could talk about this, Obamacare, and all this kind of... And listen, I'm being a little controversial when it comes to this, when it comes to the presidency and the political system. But I'm just letting you know this. The media, they play the game of politics. They just play the game of politics in the sports world. Don't you see how everything is connected? What do politics people do? People in politics, they push agendas and they push narratives. It's the same thing in the NBA, and you can tell Rachel loves drama. So I apologize if this is a little bit of a long video, but my point is Rachel Nichols, she gets to vote because she gets to look pretty on TV. Is that it? Because it attracts viewers? Ding, 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 ding. Lewis, you mighty, you have got it. And if anybody who's figured that out, that's exactly what the point is. She didn't vote for Klay Thompson to make an all-defensive team, even though she said she did. She lied on TV. On 2 different occasions, she had a chance to vote for him and she didn't. She might as well, she pretty much, I'm telling you, these people in these networks, they need to all get fired. They need to all get fired. This is why you continue to be like, you can't really judge a book by its cover because Rachel looks so pretty on the outside and she's so intelligent and all this, but when it comes to basketball, all she does, she's part of the soap opera. It's all drama. And this is why I keep telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is why I don't worship these athletes, man. I was a fan of these guys growing up. But they are the biggest problem as to why LeBron gets the slack he does. I don't hate LeBron, man. I told you that he's one of the greats. How many times have I said about LeBron, I just wish that he would stop trying to be this puppeteer master. Like if he's Mr. Know-It-All, he wants to put his name in a lot of sayings like he knows everything when he clearly doesn't. He's great at playing basketball. He's done great for the community off the court. Okay? LeBron has a wonderful family. He's a great father, great husband for what I've seen. Okay? And I know LeBron loves his kids dearly. He loves his wife and he loves his family. We're just talking about basketball. The problem is fanboys are so emotionally invested in that you critically think that you're hating. And the problem is with Rachel Nichols is you have a woman that's using emotions and not logic. That's the point. So I don't hate Rachel Nichols personally. I'm just saying she just sucks at her job. It's like all of these people just like, they do this again to attract viewers and ratings and they want to be heard. So can you tell me, LeBron leads the league in assists. Okay, James Harden led the league in assists. A lot of great point guards led the league in assists. Why? Because he's LeBron James, he led the league in assists. I'm not saying that it's not an impressive thing, but it's like, the problem is the media, they overblow it so much. First of all, Anthony Davis can get his numbers. He's gotten his numbers before. They're like, oh, LeBron has made AD a better player. You should look at AD's numbers way before he even joined LeBron James. What I will say is LeBron has made it easier for Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis hasn't made it easier for LeBron. But this nonsense that Rachel Nichols continues to spit, that she was about all for Kobe and all this kind of crap, it's bogus. It's ridiculous. This is what we call the blind witnesses out there. The blind witnesses who don't want to wake up and smell the coffee. They spit the narratives. Their excuses have been set from the moment that the season started, even before that, during the offseason, to try to lower expectations or then raise it up to say that they knew that the Lakers were going to be on this level of play. Now, the fans are saying win for Kobe, but I'm telling you, man, LeBron, the thing is, they're making this about LeBron. This is not about Kobe. So they can say all they want about, oh, you know, we're winning one for Kobe. This is about LeBron. Because watch, if the Lakers do win the championship, it's going to be all about him. It's not going to be about Kobe. It's not going to be about Kobe. It's going to be about LeBron, like they did this in the memory of Kobe Bryant. In other words, ESPN, all these networks, they're using his name in vain. They don't give a rat's ass about Kobe Bryant. The same people that were bashing him for years, and people calling, you know, they were calling Kobe the 93rd best player in the world, you know, when he was out with the Achilles and all this kind of stuff. Kobe Bryant, nothing but a shot chucker and all this kind of stuff like that. Even if those things are true, they were never objective about him. The man is dead, and they bring up a rape trial. They bring up that he was a volume scorer. Shout out to Tony Allen for telling the truth about Kobe, as I'm going to address in another video later on. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to say that and expose that BS about Rachel Nichols, man, and these media pundits, man. But once again, it's a 17+ minute video, but I just had to tell the truth because that's what be happening out here, man. So once again, live, laugh, love. Thank you for watching. I'm about to hit another video up later. Catch you on the next one.